Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Tariq, hey.
Austin, hey.
Hey, what's up? Boy, I'm really glad we're still dead in the multiverse, you know?
What?
You know what we should do?
Is he back?
We should do one of those summoning circles that Doctor Strange does.
Oh, perfect. Hey, I've got some candles. I can start.
Guys.
I'm not gonna do anything bloodletting but I can sacrifice it like some stuff.
First of all, okay, just to say, blood is always the way to go. And second of all, what the fuck are you summoning?
Hey, shut the fuck up, William. You're stuck in another dimension.
What are you talking about?
Hey, William, hey, let's hold that quote. Blood is always the way to go. William.
Wait,
2022.
hold on.
Starting off the year right.
Hold on.
Hey.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Hey,
what do you
William.
mean?
Hey, well,
I'm just saying. Listen. William came back just in time to be a day early for the anniversary of his favorite holiday.
As far as the audience is concerned, today is January 6th, our favorite date of the year.
No. Well, technically, when this releases, yes.
Technically.
Yeah. Oh, you're just in time to join the celebration, alright?
Yeah.
The celebration of what?
The mirth, the laughter.
The mirth.
Yeah.
The laughter.
Yeah, of January 6th, alright?
Oh, yeah.
Our favorite date that has no relationship to any real world events that happen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
And just in time for me to make a joke about terrorism in Kamen Rider yet again, but this time they can't catch me.
Yeah, this time at home.
Okay. Sure, that's how it works.
So hey, there was no Kamen Rider Revise this week because of the new year, and none of us knew that until like Monday when I was checking the schedule trying to figure out, hey, where's this week's episode of Kamen Rider and Sentai?
Yeah. See, I found out on Sunday when I went and looked it up and went, oh yeah, I guess it was New Year's.
Yeah. I found out. So I was like, uh-oh, guess we gotta come up with something to upload, even though we already have videos upload. But I remember this week was January 6th, and we can't put up a backlog video because it's not gonna be the same. Right?
Yeah, you've gotta when you have such an important anniversary like this, you just can't forget it.
Yeah.
Like I almost did once.
Video, you know, right? We gotta upload a video that goes all in, right?
Yeah.
Right? A video that invades, basically, right, William?
Uh-huh.
You know, a video that shatters the glass of the building, right?
Uh-huh.
One that really makes an impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Right?
Hey, get it? Impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I got it perfectly, yes.
Yeah. Oh, boy, I did not pull up the Wikipedia page for this article.
I thought you had everything prepared!
Oh,
What?
boy. Oh, come on. Hey,
Boy, I was too
I'll
excited
wait
for the fact that we managed to get William back from the multiverse, alright?
Well,
in time for...
Uh-huh.
What, you know, what's funny is he's had so many perfect lead-ins to just starting, to introducing the video, and then he just keeps on not doing it, and it actually drives me insane.
I was waiting.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many ways he could have started that off. He could have just started off. We got William back in time from the multiverse, just in time for this video on Zero-One. The blah 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 blah. All the other bullshit that
Honestly,
he says. Nope, it just keeps forgetting, keeps on not doing it right. You know, it's.
Hey,
you know
what? But there's something that we do right, alright?
No.
And this is our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kamen Rider Zero-One. A weekly pod where we only do Kamen Rider Zero-One reviews every 5 years, right? As we're joined by our favorite person that visit the Capitol on January 6th.
That's not true.
William, that's you, William.
As we're joined by
our good friend Tariq.
that listens in on this actually just assumes that I was there because he said some shit.
Don't worry,
and I go
remember,
to jail,
we have
you.
audio recording from last year about where you were at, so they can't get us, alright?
Oh my God.
We have
yeah.
audio
To be fair,
proof.
we were literally recording on Wednesday, January 6th last year. And just going, boy, this is real fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's a literal alibi. So speaking of which, because I just pulled up the Wikipedia while Austin was doing that. Ironically, this episode title of Kamen Rider Zero-One, I'm the president and a Kamen Rider. That's right. No recounts. I'm the president. It's all real. I'm the president. Nobody needs to be. There's no stop. Those deals can be stopped.
Right.
And no ballots cannot be counted.
All right. So I'm just gonna say, look, here's how this is gonna go down. Okay. And this is the last time I'll ever say it. If I get brought in because of this shit, Austin, you are about to become that robot that one guy who just happened to watch the chaos, like just unfold. You know that robot that was like, I'm gonna kill that human, and it gets shot. That's gonna be you.
If you go to jail, I know what to do with your hard drive and your computer.
As I go to jail, okay?
Well,
so I swear to God, it better not actually happen.
See, here's the thing, William. Here's the thing. Out of all of us, I'm the one with the darkest skin and an Arabic name. So, well, then again, you're the whitest one with the whitest name. Actually, well, both of you have pretty white names. And the people that weren't doing the insurrecting were really white. I mean, really white. So, I mean, skin tone-wise and name-wise, I'm actually, for the first time, the least likely suspect. Huh. What a twist! Wow. You know what? America's looking up in 2022.
Yeah. Hey, this could be your year.
Hey, so speaking of the future, let's give some background to Zero-One. So, hey, Kamen Rider Zero-One. This was the first of the Reiwa era.
Yeah, the
so
first
we've talked
era
about before.
In Japan, William, right?
Right.
Yeah, we've talked about before where it's like
about how eras in Japan works, right?
Yeah, once that emperor's out, fuck it. It's a new timeline. That's how it works. It's really stupid, because some of them are really fucking short and some of them are really fucking long. But this one is who knows how long the Reiwa era will last, but the Heisei era went on for a fuck ton. So, closing out after ZO, right, which was the Legacy season, we started off Zero-One. So everybody really had to fucking go, boy, how are we going to start off, how are they going to start this off? What thing are they going to do to, like, is this going to be an homage thing? Is this going to be, like, an MCU thing like they did with, like, Decade through Gaim and shit? Like, is this going to be, like, each one has, like, some incremental progress? What's the deal? And their answer was hey, they looked at Kamen Rider Ichigo and said, hey, let me copy your homework. And they said, yeah, sure, but just change it up a little so we don't get in trouble.
Really just went back to basic this season, right? Right, in terms of, like, suit design, right? Right, because you see throughout this episode, this suit design for Zero-One, really simplistic, right? Like, it is not busy in comparison to something like Revice or Saber, right? Like, you see the suit design for Zero-One, you see, it gets straight to the point. Like, you look at this like, that's a
very much just following the motif of just a grasshopper and green and black, and like it's literally Zero-One, just like the first Kamen Rider is dubbed Kamen Rider Ichigo #1. Like it's so on the nose. It's 100% like that's all it's. Oh,
well, I mean,
the third. Hold on, and then there's a third level on there because Reiwa is the number can be used for the number 0 in Japanese.
That's right.
So it's
you see
Rei-One.
William, you know what's up.
Right.
Wow.
Your favorite character.
So they really went. Everything. It's right there. We're not even. This is it. This is what you're fucking doing. This is what we're doing. Just fucking. That's it. Don't ask any more questions. We're not doing anything more special than this. And honestly, it works. It's fine. Like, it wasn't... They were like, listen, we're going to play it safe. We're not doing any of this. Listen, we'll save Saber for the next season. Right? That'll be the next season. They went through
production with their show. It's like, nothing could stop us in production of a show unless a global pandemic happened near the last third arc of the story, forcing us to completely redo the storyline and production,
and spend
right?
3 to 4 weeks, I think it was. Was it 3 weeks? Or
4 weeks?
I feel like it was... I feel like it was longer than that.
Specials, right? Because it was the one
I feel like... Yeah, because there was one for, like, each of them, and then there was also, like, where they tried to bring, red-haired girl. I want to save the names, because I want to do a joke, on William. But, like, they did, like, 4 of those to, like, fill time.
They did 5 recap specials.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I feel like I remember it being really fucking long. Like, they had to scramble to figure shit out, like, during the pandemic.
Actually 6 recap specials. Actually
Mind
6.
you, they had to scramble to figure things out in the pandemic in, like, July. Versus, like, you know, this shit hit the fan in, like, January. Or not January, like, March. And, like, Japan just went, we can ride this out, right?
Yeah.
And then it was, like, July. It was like, everyone's dying, grandma's dying.
Mask, you know, right? It's not a big deal, right? The Japanese immune system is the strongest immune system on Earth, right?
It's the strongest.
We've been exposed to radiation.
These people are just dying from the common cold.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oof. Alright, so, hey... So this series focuses on our main character, Aruto Hiden. And just for this little fun bit, he is introduced to his secretary. And now, William, the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Is name said as is, or is name said as Izu?
How you worded that? There's too many is's in there. I would mean like. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't.
Is or is Izu?
Okay.
Right. Because remember, I went on a rant about this in one of the Saber episodes, right?
God. I mean. I'm trying to remember the rant, but it's been a while. I'm assuming because Saber was a good bit. I want to say. Because I have no memory of this at all, and I would assume because I don't think they have a word that is the equivalent to is, like in general in Japan, you know, like it's just.
Wow, that's really stupid.
I meant more like
that's a really stupid take because that's absolutely not true.
Okay, well, that's the wrong. I've worded it wrong. I'm saying like, is for them isn't so much as a problem, because. I don't know. You know what? I lost the train of thought, and it was like probably a dumb train of thought anyway. I'm just gonna say it's is, all right? Because I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what people like Austin have claimed is the. My take on it is I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. But some people have apparently lost their fucking mind about this.
Oh no, there was a whole debate about this on various forums, right?
Because literally, like, the subtitles initially just kept giving his name as Izu, I-Z-U, and then it gets to a point with fucking later on Azu, and it was A-Z-U, and then it was just like everyone went, you know, it's just is and as, right? Like I-S and A-S, and it was like, well, some of the subtitlers have just been saying that it's have been saying that it's Izu and Azu, and thus Marvel, like, cue fucking Marvel Civil War, like, meme, like, it just went off the fucking rails. It's like the dumbest like, I don't give a shit. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't really fucking matter. I'm pretty sure that on her Humagear fucking Progrise key it says like Izu or something.
Oh, hold on, here. Let me go check that right now.
Yeah, it said whatever it says on the Progrise key is basically how I feel about it.
Hold on.
So
let's see. Name is.
It's just is, yeah.
I-S.
Is this the stance that we stand on? Because this will be the hill that we die on later on if everybody gets.
I'll die on the hill of the Progrise key.
Well then, you know what? That's.
All right, Austin is playing with a toy to figure out what the name says.
Yes, is. The toy actually
says her name
as is.
Well,
all right, so then that's all it is. All right, it is what it is.
See, the problem is my problem is the same people who use Izu, right, are the same people that says Neo Heisei, which is the dumbest fucking name because that's still not a real term, right? Right, even though Toei officially labels the second half of Heisei era when they realize people don't like the fact. We really need to sell more toys, right? Because during the second half of Heisei is when they really went all in on the gimmicks, right? And they're like, right? And that's when there's actually a total shift within production of Kamen Rider from being like a season only gets like, hey, here's 10 toys, that's good enough for us, right? And then during the second half was made me realize, hey, start making that shit. Just come up wherever the fuck you want. Send it to toy production. I don't give a fuck, right? Right? And that's when people start calling it as Neo Heisei, right? Because it made sense because it's the new era of Heisei. But Toei has always officially stated as Heisei Phase 2. It's just Phase 2.
The weird thing is, I'm looking at I just noticed that, like, drop-down bar on the... If you go to the Kamen Rider wiki, right?
Yeah.
So it goes Kamen Rider, and then you can see, like, the different eras. And it goes, like, Showa, Heisei Phase 2, Heisei Phase 1, Heisei Phase 2, and then Reiwa. But I get why Decade is included in Phase 1, because it technically is the legacy season to, like, close out Phase 1. But I consider Decade the start of Phase 2, really. I mean, it's different than Zio, where, like Zio was, like, it's just fucking, it was fucking, and also Zio's just Decade 2, Electric Boogaloo. But, like, Decade was the start of this, like, basically, like, thematic thing with, like, the next, I would say, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, between Decade and Wizard, that's when they started doing, like, they just did this theme of, like, okay, Decade transforms with one thing, W transforms with 2 things, O's transforms with 3 things, Forze transforms with 4 things, Wizard has a fucking hand on his belt, so that's 5 fingers, so that's 5, that counts. Like, I just feel like it follows that thematic pattern better, than, like, including it in Heisei Phase 1, but fuck it, you know, I'm not Toei.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the show. Aruto Hiden and Iz.
Yeah, hey, welcome to the future where sex robots are affordable, alright?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and they can tell better jokes than you.
Or anything, right?
A sex robot can tell better jokes than you.
Do is just,
even if he's clearly a Chippendales dancer. This dude is so buff. This gut-bustin' Taro is so fucking... I have to tell you, right, like, going in, like, especially because I think Zio left a very, like, mixed taste in people's mouth about, like, Kamen Rider afterwards, because it was, like, it was pretty messy for a Legacy season. Like I said, it's, like, it was Decade, like, Season 2, because halfway through, not even halfway through, like, a third of the way through. Like, a third of the way through, the, like, when Kamen Rider Decade showed up, because it was a Legacy season, but, so it had to go back to, like, part of the whole thing was, like, time travel and going back to previous Kamen Rider seasons. But when it got to the previous Legacy Kamen Rider season, it just, like, started Ouroboros Snake, like, eating its own ass, like...
Right? But Decade was just like, no, I'm a recurring cast member now. My name's in this show's contract, right? Right? Because in Zio, when they went back to
truly here to be the destroyer.
Yeah. Right, when they went back in different writer time, they got back, like, cast members from those past writer seasons, but they were only there for, like, 1 or 2 episodes as, like, a guest episode. But with Decade and DN, right, the secondary writer of Decade, they're just like, oh, no, we're secondary cast members. You know, the secondary cast member. And
we didn't leave.
Those are the tertiary cast members now. We're the secondary cast member of the show now.
It unironically, if you. The joke about that we've been having of, like, you following the multiverse, it actually got, like, out of control messy. Like, it actually became, like, way too much of a multiverse thing. Like, all of the timelines didn't, like, because some of these Kamen Rider series end with, like, the world ending, or someone becoming God, or some shit. So, like, it doesn't fully make sense to, like, go... And they also kept going back, like, to the chronological year that it came out, which doesn't necessarily... I mean... I don't think that before what we're dealing with Zero-One, we had one that was fully in the future. But, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, time travel is messy and sucks, and it's like, you really, unless you have a plan for this, don't fuck with it, because you're gonna make a lot, like, it becomes way too fucking easy to, like, just use that to retcon mistakes in writing and like things that you don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And so Zio just ended like in this really like clusterfuck way of just like, well, guess that's it. And then Zero-One started and was like, is this iRobot with Kamen Rider? I guess. Like literally the Humagears with their skin off look like iRobot. They look like Sunny. Like, and especially because you see later on in this in the season that the Humagears are like, this is like Model 3 or like version 3. Mm-hmm. The original ones really look like fucking straight up Will Smith's gonna sue. Like,
wow, they really just go into almost like, hey, you're skirting the line here. You're really, really skirting the line.
Yeah, you were really trying to like. I'm trying to see if I can find. I'll try and see if I can find one of the Humagears like without their skin on, because that's gonna be fun for my Google search history. But yeah. So anyway.
Hey, sex robots.
Kamen Rider Zero-One starts off with. Yeah.
I mean, it starts off with a kid just waking up and being like, "Oh shit, I'm late."
Yeah. No, we start off with the CEO.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With the CEO dying.
Yeah,
he should have went to space.
It starts off with
into the Amazon Fire system, right? What an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a real. So you will put your conscience into the Amazon Prime Echo. Yeah. So anyway, the CEO of Heathen Intelligence.
Oh, you can buy the Humagear headset?
Yeah,
wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the thing they released. It's like $120. It's not even a real headset.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, are these there? Oh, that's not. That is not a real headset. That is not a real headset.
It's just a prop.
That does suck.
It is straight up a prop.
That does suck.
Like
that is fucking bullshit.
Bluetooth and like you can actually listen through stuff.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that is not. Anyway, yeah. So the first episode starts with, "Hi, I'm Tony Stark. I'm dead." Like literally is just like, oh man, this guy fucking is dead.
Yeah, married, I guess.
But meanwhile, this other person
there are
who
two
is
versions. Okay, never mind. There is a version. Okay.
Do they work?
Okay, Bandai released two versions of the Humagear headset. They released a shitty prop one that costs $100, right? Wait, try to guess how much the headphones Humagear cost.
All right, well, because of how ridiculous that fucking shit is, they either, you know what? I'm gonna say potentially, because I'm imagining them as greedy fucks, 300.
Okay, yeah, that would be right. It's like around 200, 250 for the headphones.
Oh boy,
that was pretty close. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, but there's two versions. I remember there was two versions that they released with that shit. You could buy the shitty.
Boy, you know what?
Or you could buy the real headphones one where you look like a fucking nerd wearing that shit around.
I was wrong. The old Humagears look like one of those monkeys with symbols.
Wait, what?
Like,
yeah.
Monkeys.
Hold on, I'm uploading it. It's processing now. It really looks like a big ass, like, it just looks like it looks like fucking Curious George. Like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we open up with Aruto getting late to his job. Not a good employee already, by the way.
Hey, trying to make his make a living being a chuckle fuck, like
yeah. He's
like
going to a place
biking
where
to
nobody,
fucking carnival.
where the concept of social distancing didn't exist yet, and people could just stand together in a crowd, right? The good old days.
Also, you know what's funny, right? Is like I have never been to a theme park in Japan. Like the times I've been in Japan, the last thing I want to do is go to a fucking like Disneyland or some shit, or one of these like I don't want to go to. I mean, even in America, if it's like I don't want to go to Joe Exotic's fucking like turnaround ranch, like with like 3 broken like wheelie cars and like a shitty Ferris wheel that will kill somebody. Like that's how Final Destination 3 happens. Like I'm not going to this. Somehow in Japan there are just like, this is a theme park and we have comedy. Sure.
It's a stage
I'd rather
show.
go
like every theme park has a stage show.
I mean
right?
Not like Japan does. Like Japan
that's near us. I think it's. I'm assuming they're not doing it right now because of COVID. But back then they used to do like the cowboy stage show, right?
Right, but that's not that's not stand up, right? That's like if it was like fucking. It's not even like, hey, fuck, who's a famous? I'm blanking on Daniel Tosh. Fuck it, I don't know. This or somebody like Louis C.K. Who knows? Fucking doing comedy, and it's like no, it's like this 22-year-old fuck that like wants to do comedy is like it's like if a comedy like there are comedy clubs in almost every fucking state in the goddamn country. And every fucking city. Like, if I want to go watch comedy, I'm not going to go to fucking Six Flags and sit with a bunch of old people. And if I'm at, watching... And if I'm at Six Flags, I'm not going to stop, riding roller coasters and, playing games to go sit down and watch a fucking stand-up comedy show routine.
Yeah.
Or even some, gag comedy thing. But I feel like it's one thing when it's like, oh, it's the power, this is the stage play for it's Power Rangers or whatever. But it's so weird to me that it's just the starting establishment is that he loses his job to the comedy robot, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know why you were trying to sell yourself here. I don't know why this was your gig. You really thought this was gonna work out? I don't know why. That's a bad. You bet on the wrong horse. That's a really stupid fucking move.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Aruto, who I don't think at the beginning they even reveal that his last name is Hiden, but hey, he's the grandson of the. Yeah, but
you find out, as you know, by halfway, he's the grandson of the founder and everything, and he gets fired from a job because he realized he's losing his job to the machines, not the immigrants. It turns out
they took our jobs.
Yeah, it was the machine the entire time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you could get replaced by a machine tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, but hey, don't worry. A robot
I've
the future of our hives. Boy, look. So I haven't seen Zero-One in years, in 2 years, right? Right, because that's always been Zero-One. I forgot that the way that they introduced the Taro robot is with a fucking Terminator reference.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's awesome.
It's
awesome.
The worst part is we were watching Zen Kaiger right now, the current Sentai, and there was a Terminator reference in that season as well.
Listen, Japan really likes Terminator.
I didn't realize
I remember
Japan was a big fan of Terminator that much.
No, it's not even it's also especially I think T2, because I remember distinctly back when Yu Yu Hakusho was in the monthly Shonen Jump here in the US. I remember there's some episode or some chapter of Yu Yu Hakusho, one of the chapters in Yu Yu Hakusho when he gets a VHS tape or whatever from Koenma to give him his assignment, and Keiko is just hey, what's on that TV or what's on that VCR? You got T2 on there? And I'm like, why the fuck is there I was so young I didn't realize what I hadn't watched Terminator 2 yet, and then I reread it and I was like, why the fuck is there a Terminator reference in it? What the fuck? Sure, I guess, but okay, that's just so random.
Yeah, hey, so we get muscular robot man who can
whose abs explode.
Look, man.
Oh, yeah, by the way, William,
you may not like it, but that's just peak male performance, my guy.
Yeah,
that's hey, listen, look, ladies, this is ideal male form.
Yep. Exactly.
Wait, if you were to buy the piece of ab that he shoots out, right? How much would you spend for it?
Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Wait, no. Hold on. Wait, I want to know what hold on. I want a clarification. Do you mean the actual set piece?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I mean,
sure.
Wait, okay, so are we talking...
No, okay, so you mean the actual set piece, not there's a figure with an exploding abs.
No, not a figure, no, just the piece of ab that he shoots out, right? How much would you spend on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the legit...
If you were given the opportunity to buy this, right? Let's say a company called Scam Die Senko, right? Was to put out a premium item for you to buy. How much would you spend on it?
A premium Scam Die. Hey, I love P-Scam Die.
Alright, so I'm gonna...
Yo, there's so many Gundam kits that I want to get from P-Scam Die. In China.
Oh, in China, yeah. But, I mean, as a for real estimate, again, being greedy as fuck, but considering the fact that this is just gonna be just a thing to buy and no special properties, maybe at the most, you press a button and it lights up on the mechanical side from the skin side. Presuming that, I would assume maybe a good 200.
I think when they actually released it as an actual item you could bought from the store, I think it was like $70.
Okay, I was overshooting.
I mean,
by a
that's
ridiculous
honestly,
amount,
I was really expecting this. I thought that was going to like auction. I thought it was like, if it was like,
there was like an
see,
actual
what you're
toy
talking
prop
about
you could
is,
buy that shit.
yeah, see, what you're talking about is a toy prop. I was thinking that you were saying somebody picked up one of the fucking abs like a goddamn dragon scale on the ground and said, "Look what I got! Oh, who wants it?" And just fucking put it on auction.
But yeah, he actually released his stupid abs for you to buy, right? Don't know why. I don't know what was the market for that. Apparently someone... You could have bought it.
I mean, like, the thing is, I was kind of operating under the same thing, but I was kind of thinking more or less the fact, like, here, like, this is gonna be among all the housewives, right? Or like the mothers who are watching it, you know, alongside with their kids.
Hey, listen, sex robots.
Right? Yeah, sex robots, right? So I'm assuming like maybe they all bid for it under a realistic amount, and the most was probably 200. You know. But that's where my
God.
thought process was going with that. But
I'm looking. Yeah, I just found. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at a different article on it. I can't believe that these. Hold on. Someone in this article I'm reading, and someone goes, their quote is, "There aren't even any gimmicks like a speaker or something." It says, honestly, it's just a piece of ab muscle. Even it also notes that even if you collect 6, it won't be enough to recreate gut-busting Taro's chiseled core.
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so
What the
Arthur's
fuck?
losing his job to the machines, right? He realized that his stupid puns cannot make Japanese children laugh, unlike a robot blowing up his own guts, right?
I don't understand what's so funny about that, though. What is funny about just a gut buster like that?
I mean, Japan's more into into prop comedy, right?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Right? From a cultural difference, right? I think
Yeah,
they're
so
way more
we need
into
to
prop comedy than actual like
stand up like joke comedy,
right?
like
us, right?
observational
like,
comedy.
If I ask you, hey, name a prop comic in America, right? Who would you name? Like I say, like I'm actually asking you this.
I mean,
who would you name?
I have one, but I have two, but
I only have one.
You said prop comedy in like Japan?
In America,
right? Here. Here.
Okay, so I misheard that.
I only have one off the top of my head.
For me as well, I mean, at least I don't know his actual name, but I just know I think this is either a professional or a nickname, like Carrot Top or whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah, right, Carrot Top, right? Like that's like the only comic I can name.
But there's also Gallagher.
Name a stand-up comedian. You probably could name way more stand-up comedians, right?
Gallagher's the guy that's like known for like doing like he smashes like watermelons or what, or like I don't. Is Gallagher still alive?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Right, but yeah, but I'm looking at way more into prop comedy.
Gallagher is still alive. He is 75 years old. Jesus H. Oh my God, this man looks bad. He's like the discount fucking. I don't think he can do that anymore. At 75 years old, I don't think he can lift the fucking hammer. He's old Thor.
Yeah. So then meanwhile, back at Heat and Intelligence, the vice president saying, "Okay, now's my time to shine." Right now that the president, I get to step up and be the president now. Right?
I'm the president now.
And I get a bigger
Hey, don't hang me. I'm the vice president. Now I'm the president.
Yeah, I get a fancy. Look how big my portrait is, right?
Yeah, I'm literally I'm doing maximum disrespect to my former boss by putting. Yeah, but I'm doing maximum disrespect by putting I'm not even taking the painting down. I'm just putting my painting over his, and I've had this set up already to come down like on a fucking automatic railway.
Yeah, and I hired someone to paint the painting and everything.
And then we. Yeah. Anyway, and then we immediately called. Also, I just want to say it's a really fun thing that this. There's a whole every character that we're introduced to basically so far like they all have this is a very honestly, it's a well written series for the most part. They kind of do the female character, the female Kamen Rider, dirty, but that's Kamen Rider sometimes.
Yeah.
Or a lot of the times.
Yeah.
90%, 99% of the time.
Although, looks
yeah,
like, well,
but
that's a quick comment because I do expect to be back in Revice in like.
Yeah, you will be. Yeah, you
I
will be.
I will be. There's no choice.
Yeah, you promised me. You promised me.
All right, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing
Yeah, so
better.
then we
at
cut
the
to
very
abandoned building
Yeah.
in the mountain tops, right?
Yeah, this building in the middle of a walled off, like. It's
Jurassic
essentially
Park
like
battle dome. This is literally a fucking.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking battle dome. I never
yeah,
realized that.
yeah. Well, the other thing is like, it's. I think it's supposed to be a quarantine zone, but like,
Oh, well.
but like it's literally before COVID, and it's like, it's also right like, without spoiling too much, because you should do this series the justice of like watching it all the way through.
I mean,
but basically, huge fucking tragedy. Like essentially, the equivalent of like the Fukushima disaster basically happens.
I was gonna
But
say
this is
Chernobyl,
the-
but that works too.
Yeah, Chernobyl actually makes more. Chernobyl's a better one because Fukushima was like naturally caused. But like, yeah, it's Chernobyl. But it's like, and then they went, yeah, we can, like, if you look at it, there's still, like, buildings pretty close to the fucking, like,
Yeah,
boxing,
I noticed
the
that.
light boxing ring around there. And it's like, they went, listen, this ring of fucking lasers will keep it all safe. And it's like, how is that in any way a solution?
Hey look, the radiation
yeah,
can't escape the ring if we draw a circle around it. All right.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
There's no.
it
the
certainly,
radiation
yeah, it certainly
pass
can't.
through.
It's
Well, I mean, I just wanted to.
Yeah.
shouldn't we
That's how radiation
put a
works,
top
William.
over it? Should we?
I mean,
Right, radiation
Yeah.
respects borders, all right?
Okay.
Right? It's like once the,
You know, if-
once the radiation reaches the border, like,
Yeah.
can't cross. We don't have our papers. All right, everyone, back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, the radiations are sentient enough to know what
Yeah.
to know what border papers are. By the way, William.
oh god. But I mean,
Yeah, but then we cut to two
Yeah.
mysterious characters
yeah,
in the
very
building.
mysterious. They're just wearing hoods and they're like, according
Two
to
mysterious
Keikaku.
characters. I'm gonna call them George and Lenny.
Oh my
because
god. Someone's gonna get shot.
because I just
right?
so the funny. Ooh, don't spoil things for yourself, William. I mean, there's a gun there. There's a gun right there.
Also,
there's a gun right there. These characters, I love it. One character has a full fucking katana, and the other one has not even like a stylized gun like in fucking Revice. It's just a straight up fucking gun.
I was very
He
surprised.
just has a fucking gun.
I was very surprised when I saw
It
him
was
bring
really,
it out like
it
that.
was really shocking. Like there was I mean, like the point is like again going back to how Zero-One started. When it came out, it was just a whole bunch of going like, oh, okay, I guess we just got a gun, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it, like.
Yeah, just children's just straight up. It's okay to show people with real guns like that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like it's
And
like
the person-
sci-fi guns. It's just straight up real
You know,
guns.
the thing that actually kind of
Yeah.
shocked me though when I first saw him whip out the gun at the end of the episode is the fact that there was like an actual bullet casing that just popped out. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, if you looked at it earlier, there's a fucking clip. Like he's got bullets in that shit. Like it's not a laser. Those are bullets.
Yeah, it's surprising. I never actually expected that. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's also I think it's interesting, right? Right. So the one that has the gun, his name is Jin, right? It's not Lenny.
Right.
But like
Or calling.
as much as I make the joke of like it should be George and Lenny,
Uh-huh.
Jin actually goes through probably the most dramatic character arc of the entire series. And like becomes like the most, like he goes through the most stuff, I guess, technically. But like they just start him off with this fucking handgun, and he's just like, as he is now, he's just like, very immature and out of, like, all over the place. And it's like, you gave a gun to him? Like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, but it's like, and then by the end of it, it's like, the gun becomes far, honestly, even the gun as, like, all right, William, in a series where in a Kamen Rider series where there's multiple types of drivers, right? And let's just say some of them can be multi-purposed, right? Some of them can be swords, some of them can be some of them can be daggers, some of them can be guns. That's pretty much it for all the ones that are really different than just the ones that slide, like, progress keys into them. Which one do you think that if Jin were to become a Kamen Rider, which one do you think that he would wind up having?
Gun.
Probably. Probably. I'm not going to tell you which one he gets, but that's probably what he should get.
Okay, you know, to be fair though, like, just before watching this episode, I am actually really interested in it. So I probably will give it a watch, and I'll.
No, I mean it does really does really go places. It's just those. Again, this was a series that it started off really well, and it was going really well. It just got hit by the fucking pandemic, and like when you compare that to Saber, right? Whereas like clearly it was like all over the place narratively, like. Zero-One had a game plan, except for, as Austin's told me the story that, and who knows the level of degree that it's true, just based off of like whether or not people really like didn't know this or not. But like, there's a character in the opening like sequence that they apparently forgot about how to introduce them. Like someone included it like in the direction of making the opening, and it was just like, and then they got to like episode 30 and they're like, we haven't talked about that person at all, have we? Shit. Yeah, we can work that in, and they just kind of like they didn't even like staple it in. They like scotch taped it on to like the end of these like 5 episodes of like recap shit while they were scrambling like over pandemic protocol.
I believe,
and it's like, listen, five episodes worth of content could have at least given like 2 episodes of introduction for that character, and it's just like, but they didn't have that, and so it's like it kind of trips at the end simply based on the fact of like they just got fucked, and it wasn't in like it was out of their control. It was not like of any fault of their own. It just got fucking like they got railroaded.
Yeah. I can see what you mean by that, and also I think I'm starting to recall what you may mean by that character. I don't know if I'm thinking the same one or if it's from a different like Kamen Rider series. No, it probably maybe it was a different. Well,
there's is and is, and then there's as is.
Is this the one where it's just like we're talking about like how like a character in the opening was just like tossed in and then they had to like because that was the one, right? Okay. Because now I know. Now
because they had a different guy do the fucking opening. They didn't get the showrunner. I just had a different guy just do the opening. It's like,
right, and then he just put in the character that he just happened to like.
Yeah, he just inserted it because he thought it was just gonna be a cool visual, right? Like a what if future situation, right? Like pretty much the openings are always non-relevant to the actors. Like it's just flares, right? Like here's some cool set pieces and visuals, right?
But it's stuff happening, when he was making
the opening, he thought it was like it would be really cool. We show Iz, right?
Right.
Whose appearance is blue is primarily.
Well, it's like a blue green. It's like a.
Oh, with the teal highlights, right?
Teal.
Her main predominance is the teal. What if I gave her red highlights and she has long hair in comparison to the teal highlights and short? He's like, yeah, that'd be cool. I was gonna throw that in for 1 second. No one's gonna fucking make a big deal of this, right?
And of course.
Like, no, but also
you never went by with the upper ups. right? He just inserted it in, and no one
Yeah.
bothered paying attention to it. And they're like, "Hey, should we?" Until one day, one person's like, "Hey, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do anything about that girl in the opening? What's up with that?" And I was like, "What? Opening girl?"
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, like, it could have. There were a lot of things that it could have gone with, like. There's only so many things that it could have gone with.
Because speaking of we see this girl, we see this mysterious sex robot waking up and everything, right?
Yeah,
she's
been sitting there in the closet and waiting for her master to die, and operating the go take care of my grandson open-ended command operation to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then calling out that Aruto's a fucking loser and he doesn't have a good career.
Nobody likes you. You're not funny. I will say, so Aruto's catchphrase, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than all of other than his Kamen Rider phrases and his battle shit, his this is how I start the fight. But Aruto's joke, I will be the first to admit that I am not perfectly fluent in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
I have studied Japanese. I get rustier with every passing day that I don't study, but I'm also a lazy fuck. And I don't interact with Japanese people on the regular like I used to. That's not my daily life. And I don't understand. His joke is just Aruto Janaito, and it's and the best that I can interpret it as is isn't that it? And it's sure, I guess.
It's supposed to be wordplay. It's supposed to be Japanese wordplay, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't it just doesn't translate to anything in English properly in my mind, and so it's the subtitles can't really get it, and even me I sympathize with them. I don't know what the fuck to say for that. It's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Z with Kato Bingu. I don't know what the fuck that means. Just made up some shit. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, cool. You made up some gibberish. But apparently you can get away with that in Japanese comedy, and that's again goes back to the gag comedy stuff where it's all you have to do is have a catchphrase and it's you know what the equivalent is? It's fucking Larry the Cable Guy's Get Her Done. That's what it is. Oh my god. It's some fucking ridiculous bullshit. Just some get her done.
Yeah,
that's not
catchphrase.
Get her done. Yeah, you just have that, and if a joke's failing, you can just throw that in. It's I guess, but the difference is that Aruto's not good at it, and he fucking sucks at comedy. He's very lucky that he has a rich grandpa that just died. Also, I don't think do they ever really I don't think they ever really explain why his grandpa died. I assume that they're trying
to die of natural death.
Right, I know they're trying to imply that it was just natural causes, but like I said, it's very lucky for Aruto that his rich grandpa just died.
Right?
Just
it's not like a Tony Stark situation. Oh boy, how did my parents die? Was it? Did they die in a car accident, or was it the Winter Soldier?
Or it's not an Amazing Spider-Man where it's how did my parents die? Was it just an accident, or was it? It's not just Bruce Wayne where it's how did my parents die? Was it just a mugging?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of surprised at the fact that that's just not a thing they explore. I wonder if that's something that they were going to do, but then.
So here's the thing. Here's the other thing, right? If you're looking, the other thing that they make that I think is interesting, right, is Aruto is the grandson, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever you think. Okay, so Aruto is canonically 22. I think an ironic thing is the character is older than the actor. In this, I think the actor was 19 or something starting, and he had to play a 22-year-old. And I went, "That's interesting. That's weird." I mean, I guess that works, but okay, I guess. But whatever you think, the parent generation, between the grandfather and Aruto is. it's so weird and like not bad. It's just like this doesn't answer anything. This actually raises more questions about what the fuck happened with this family. Like, there's a lot of things wrong with like the Hedon family.
Mm-hmm.
Like just
try not to.
I genuinely can't tell if Aruto is like his actual like son by or grandson by like lineage, or he just adopted a kid and then said, "I'm your grandpa."
Oh, it gets real weird with that then, huh?
Yeah.
Look, robots can do many different tasks if you tell them to, because they have no free will. Except that's the big issue is, ooh, what if we reach singularity and they start becoming self-aware? What if they decide to draw like a really fast drawing of a bridge? Oh wow, so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All I can think about is iRobot. It's literally just it's Kamen Rider Robot.
Kamen Rider Robot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, again, just this is just the talking about random shit like from the episode. I think that the Prog Rise and Zetsume Rise keys, so the cassette tapes basically that they keep having.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're really cool as like the I guess they call them the trinkets, right? The
Gimmicks.
gimmick. Well, the gimmicks, but the like transformation trinket, right? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're really well done. Like I think that's a really I like the motion of them just sliding them in. Like that just feels really like satisfying to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some really bad, like poorly done like props in this. Like Aruto's phone at the beginning is just so clearly a fucking sticker, and it's like Jesus fucking Christ! Come on, guys! You have all of the money. You spent all of this money on like a floating CGI blimp for no fucking reason, and you just went. I mean, sticker? Like, you couldn't just you could just get a fucking
Get a green screen
tablet. But you could also get a tablet or a phone, right? That just has a JPEG of a fucking like phone display on it. All you need is a screen. You just need a fucking like touch. You don't even need it to be a touch screen. You can fucking phone it in about it being like a fucking smartphone. But all you need is a screen. You need take a fucking what were they called? The fucking not pen pal. Fucking fuck. What was it? Oh god damn it. The things that were before, not Blackberries. Oh fuck. No, the thing with not a pager. The thing with the
what?
With the was like a. It was like a PP. It was like a
PDF. No, not PDF. Fuck.
Not
I know what you're talking about.
Why the fuck would it be a PDF?
Oh,
I said PDF. No, not a pager. God damn it!
Right? Oh yeah, I forgot.
After pager, before BlackBerry.
No, PDA, right?
PDA. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It sounds like a lot
Holy
like you're trying
shit.
to say a pager too. It's just like.
Oh god! Wow.
You have to figure what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like all you needed, like it's the same. It's the size of a. This thing is the size of a brick anyway, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking put a screen on it, like have it have one screenshotted image on it, and just leave it at that. You could just do that. You could take an iPhone screen, cover up the parts that make it recognizable as an iPhone, leave the lock screen off, and just let it just be on the whole time, and just have it be a fucking, again, just a JPEG of a fucking screen. Make it your own customized thing. Why the fuck did you make it a sticker? That's so tacky. Like, what the fuck? This is literally supposed to be the season about the future. And it's like, I don't know, fuck it. A sticker? Yeah, it's good enough. Like, and that just doesn't change the entire fucking series. And it's like, sure, whatever, fine. but yeah, anyway. Anyway, the bowl cut man tries to make a fucking corporate takeover, and Aruto goes, why the fuck am I here?
Reasonably, yeah.
And then the will just goes, hey, you need to read the will. And then it's like, oh, hey, Charlie inherits the entire chocolate factory.
Yeah, boy. Alright, so speaking from a legal perspective, this is not how it works, right?
Maybe.
Well, so wills are notarized. You would know, William. Wills are notarized by like somebody like a lawyer or someone that can give legal basically credentials to it. And so it's like it does have some legal standing. Now, does that necessarily have that about a company? I mean, if he probably might have written it up and like had it like you can do a lot legally to like fuck shit up and make it like go. Yeah, no, it goes to my firstborn son.
That's what all oil company does up the coast of African continent.
Yeah.
But fuck you. But anyway.
Oh, are we talking about Blood Diamond?
I mean,
or Mervis Jewelers.
Well, we can't say, but well, I mean, but realistically though, like in terms of like the thing is, it depends on whether a company has gone public or not. I would say, right? Because I think when a company goes public, I mean, you get shareholders and investors, right? Because the thing is, now it's other people that own the company. But the thing is,
but you could pass those shares down, right?
Well, you can, but the thing is, I'm not talking about like it depends on whether the company is or isn't. Because the thing is, a company can
is as it should be.
Is it or as it?
Okay, fuck you guys. But like, it really depends on whether a company is whether owned in general by investors in the public or it's kept within the family, right? That's a thing. And the thing is, it's just like and there's also the matter of what, like, the thing is, Austin, just so that you're aware, the board of advisors, like in a meeting, are typically just like that, advisors, as far as to my knowledge, just to be aware, because I'm not a professional on this, but I do have some knowledge on it, so I'm just giving you what I know. So because the thing is, they're there to like at least help out and to make you aware of like other things. From what
I mean, it's supposed to be a power balance.
Yeah,
like it's it's like. It's not like the president or the CEO or whoever's like the most in charge is always going to have sort of like so okay, I'm gonna translate this to Austin talk. All right. You know how Seto Kaiba killed his dad?
Yeah.
By taking over the company? He consolidated all of the shares and like money of. He basically won the favor of the entire like board, so that he had so that he had a higher percentage than his dad, and that's why he was able to take over the company. And then his dad jumped out of a fucking window.
I see.
So that is like you can like if something's public or if like there's a division of power like to sort of balance things out, yes, there is a leader and you can't just like fucking like in like necessarily just monarchy this shit. You can't just drop it down to the like the prince, but like technically you can, because it's like the resources are out there, and like it basically, unless there's like a legal infraction to do it, it's it's kosher. You can do it. You can get away with it.
That's why, I mean, laws happen because someone doesn't think it's like, oh, this should be enough, and then someone figures a way around it. It's like, oh wait, no, it's not enough, and that's also.
I'm really trying to think of a corporate dynasty that isn't the 45th president. I'm really trying to think of one as an example, and I can't, because Bill Gates isn't dead yet. The fucking Jeff Bezos isn't dead. Like none of these fucking megalomaniacs have like named a successor to their company. I guess the best thing would be like
go back in time, because there was a major newspaper conglomerate, right? I think it's the word, but like there was this one. Hold on, because this was made famous because for two reasons. We did see a movie on this one person, Austin. in Mank.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's also like I don't know if it was passed down per se because it was within the main family, just not extended. Because there's also because he had extended family and one of his great, like, I want to say granddaughters was kidnapped into a cult of sorts, and then she ended up basically becoming a radicalized member of the cult. But it's also really, fuck, what was it? It was like a major thing where Reagan made a comment and was like, we do not negotiate with terrorists type of deal. Okay, so let me type in Reagan and Reagan era.
Okay, yeah.
You guys keep talking while I figure this out, because
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
so
the president left it behind. Said, hey, just in case of a robotic apocalyptic future,
shit's gonna get real
by
soon.
Our company, right? But my grandson is now the president. Right? I did not definitely design this company to have a robotic race uprising anytime in the future, but there's no secret code I implemented in all the machines for them to do that, by the way. I'm just saying, technically I'm just theory, you know, it would be crazy if there was a robotic race apocalyptic uprising.
Yeah, I mean, that sure would, but listen, hey, who knows how I die? They say it's natural causes, but if I die, listen, I'm giving my grandson the power to kill.
Yeah, he is now in charge of this company. And P.S. I know the vice president is going to read this as soon as I die, and go fuck yourself, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you could just fuck off real quick, that would be great.
Yeah, I got you from the grave. This is my final prank on you.
Yeah.
I waited until you bought a new car and took out a loan and everything
got a painting commissioned of yourself to scroll down over my still warm corpse's painting.
Yeah, I planned all. This was planned from the beginning, but this entire note contains me talking about this plan. Yeah, so Aruto becomes president now. He gets to hang out with a cool sex robot.
He gets to become president, but then just like
Arto's
everything else,
I don't really want to become president, you know. I'm 20. I don't know how to run a tech media company, right? Because I want to be a stand-up comedian, you know, right?
Yeah. Here's what I've been googling this whole time, and I literally had to like look this shit up. Just it follows 100% the fucking monomyth, like template, right? Where it's like the hero's journey, and it's like interact with some like call to adventure, right? Deny it. Like there's different versions of it, right? But it's hey, this girl called me, like this mysterious girl came over, came to ask me about it, told me to hey, come meet your destiny or whatever. And then going, I can't possibly do it. And then it's like, but necessity. And then he gets fucking drawn into it. It's everything about Zero-One, again, going back to how it started off, was like, it kind of played it safe, but like, it was good. That's fine. Like, you don't need to go out there. We don't need Saber. Saber was fucking bonkers, right? In comparison, when you really look at Zero-One, even with the production issues that it suffered because of the pandemic, and then you look at Saber, it's like, how did we go? This is such a drastic leap, right? And especially when you're starting off an era of a series, of a franchise. Like, this is... They were very intensely, like, trying to describe this as, this is the start of the new era of Kamen Rider. And it went, okay, Zero-One. Okay, it's pretty grounded, it played it safe, but, like, hey, you know, what can they do? It's fucking COVID. And then Saber came out and it was like, the fuck is happening? Why is this here? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Sorry, it was the Hearst family.
Yeah, so Arthur has a flashback, right, with his dad, who has headphones on.
Yeah,
what's
who has
going
headphones
on with his dad? Why does he have these headphones on?
And why is he hasta la vista-ing?
Yeah, and then turns out he's a robot. It turns out his dad was a robot this entire time.
He also said
right?
that was never answered right or properly.
What I
Yeah.
Properly is probably the appropriate term. It's the amount of attention that they give to it is frustratingly small. Like it's really it really seems like that would be like a bigger thing. And honestly, like I had theories about what that meant about Aruto, and it's not. All of the theories I thought were nope, that's not it.
Yeah,
that's not it.
Yeah, there was a popular theory that started out at the beginning of the series that ended up being false. I don't want to bring it up because it's obvious what it is, right? It depends on how far it's like. I may bring up that theory, right? But hey, Aruto's dad was a robot, right?
Yeah.
All right. What does that mean for Aruto? We'll find out if we continue this. But anyway, back to the amusement park, right? Hey, Aruto went back to his job after getting fired.
His job that he was fired from.
Okay.
Hey, did you notice that that goddamn gut bustin' Taro? I mean, obviously, right? He's shirtless. He's just got suspenders on.
Yeah.
They're so his nipples are so pronounced in this fucking shot when he just fucking jumps in. When he just jumps in fully like rage Terminator mode. He's just the suspenders are not covering the nips anymore, and he just has big ass nipples. I mean, they're not big.
Well, look,
like he doesn't have.
All right. Look, this robot is hard for the death of human lives. All right.
Yeah. But like it's just really funny because it's like.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
What happened?
Yes. Anyway, gut busting Taro puts in the Zetsume riser, and hey, I don't know why you would build your robot with fucking skull face underneath. I don't think that's a good thing to build on your robot.
I think it makes sense. It makes sense in my mind because it's like, listen, you're gonna put a skin over it, so it's like whatever. Like if you scrape my fucking face off, there's a fucking skull under it. Like my nose doesn't exist. Like it's just cartilage. Like my ears don't exist. It's just cartilage. It's just like
this is right how they just put giant fucking skull face on these. But anyway, heat transformed. We get the grasshopper. Well, I think there's a grasshopper, right? And
I mean it's very much like or mantis.
Yeah, mantis. That's a better one.
Yeah, but it's just
who is a servant of MetsuroJinrai.net. All right, William. So what? Okay, so before I bring this up. So the main villain of this series is MetsuroJinrai.net. Okay?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the name.
All right, Metsubo Jinrai. So based on that is an you would assume that is an actual website, right?
Yeah, just to
and you're in charge of a media company, right? And you make your villain a website, right? Do you think as a company who main villain is an actual domain, you can go in and type in MetsuboJinrai.net, right? Right? It's not like the Justice League of Doom, right? You don't type in JusticeLeagueOfDoom.com, right? That's fucking stupid, okay? Right? But the main villain is literally called MetsuboJinrai.net. Do you think you should register that website so that
what the fuck did I just do?
It?
Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Oh god!
What? Oh, okay.
Nothing. Continue.
Yeah. So anyway, Toei never fucking registered that website, by the way.
Oh, not only did they never register that website, they still haven't. I might be contacted by GoDaddy in the next 24 hours, apparently.
Wait, what did you do?
I just looked at it and it said GoDaddy.
Kamen Rider Zero-One, right?
GoDaddy just told me it was available, so I just clicked I clicked in my info. I just wanted to. It said get a price, and I just wanted to get a price, and then it just said that it's available for sale.
Here's the good thing about that, right? During the production, the airing of Kamen Rider Zero-One, right? The website was never registered by Toei. Some fan in the U.S. bought the website.
Oh boy! Right? I don't even know what email. I wasn't paying attention at all.
Right? The reason why I only know that someone in the U.S. bought it because I did a Who Is on that domain to see who bought it, what time, what date, what country. It was just like some fucking guy in Florida in the US.
Yeah, well, it's about to be it might be some fucking guy in fucking the DC metropolitan area, because I'm scared. I don't, boy, well, I didn't put any credit card information, so I guess
you're
I don't
just
have to
gonna get
pay.
an offer.
Right,
it's 100% available.
MetsuboGenrai.net,
just
right?
For a hot second, just, you know, you might want to blur. I mean, just as a note, as I'm putting it here now, you might want to blurb that out. No,
I mean MetsuboGenrai.net. I mean, whatever.
Not that. I'm talking about
like
you stating your general area. Just make sure that.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, that's why I said the area.
No, yeah,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
even
no one else is gonna figure out. Look, but everyone knows we're already near enough to the capital, so it doesn't really.
Yeah,
no. We were talking about like, oh, we could be, you know, we could have been near the capital at that time or something like that.
Look. No,
listen, I-95 was fucking had a bunch of people dying in the street over the last 2 days. So
no, it doesn't matter, because if I remember correctly, Tariq has mentioned Claire Blackwelder and his high school he went to.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, let's be real.
He could have moved. Is all I'm saying. Because the thing is, you say things like that, but it doesn't mean that's your current situation. It just happened to be like that.
That still means the current situation.
Oh no, but then again, we.
Listen, hold on, William. Hey, let me fix this. Let me fix this right now. I live somewhere else.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. It just occurred to me that we may have been giving out some sensitive information like crazy. We just never bothered like thinking about it.
Anyway, back to what I said. Yeah, so during the area of Kamen Rider Zero-One, Toei never registered MetsuboGenrai.net, right? Yeah, so
really
fortunately, a fan in the US bought it, and they just used it as like a blank website, right? They did they just put the MetsuboGenrai.net logo on it, and that was it. Like, they didn't do anything to that website. Like they could have made that into a porn redirect site.
Yeah, good guy, Kamen Rider fan.
Right. Yeah, right? Or they could have fucking bought that domain that says, Toei is a bunch of Japanese cuck. Go fuck yourself, Japanese fan in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I was about... or they could have... Well, yeah, I mean, they could have said something about, like, them being simps or something. Hey, anyway, there's a great Twitter account out there.
Before you turned the area of Kamen Rider Zero-One, when you went to Metsubo, it was just a blank website that didn't do anything, because the guy who bought it was like, I'm just not gonna do anything, right? Because I realized that, like, when I was like, what if I could buy this website, right? And I found it was too late. I was actually, if I remember correctly, when I found out on Mets, I think I was a day too late. If I had only been, I could have bought that website and redirected that to the YouTube channel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so now I am waiting for Toei's next fucking website in a tokusatsu show so I can buy that shit. Just like
it was really...
It was like a long time. Here's the thing. Kamen Rider's production are done like months in advance, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
So like during the entire leading up to the airing of the episode where they said MetsuboGenrai.net, no one at Toei realized, hey, should we register this fucking domain?
It's a really fucking, like, dumb, like...
Yeah, right. It's from any production, because when you know from production history, if you mention a phone number, like let's say you make a post-apocalyptic video game where you have to transport a 14?
Wait, okay.
Well, it depends on which what time.
How old was Ellie in The Last of Us?
In the first one.
Yeah, let's say you make a post-apocalyptic game, right? Where you transport a 14-year-old girl across the country, right? And you put random phone numbers in the game, right?
Yeah.
And then if someone was like, hey, what's this phone number? And call it, hey, welcome to Sexy Time. How much you want to spend, right?
I mean, that's how I feel anytime that there's...
with Last of Us Part 1.
Anytime that there's a fucking...
phone number or URL.
Well, yeah, in a music video or something, like, it's just funny to me.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah. Like, you know, from any production, if you mention a URL or a phone, make sure that is a URL you have control of, or is a phone number that is just one of those phone numbers that redirects to absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then, so not a sex phone line forcing you to release a patch where you had to change the number.
God, dude.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the history of messaboutgenright.net. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so anyway.
T2 Terminator starts attacking people, right? But then don't worry, SWAT's the people with fucking guns.
We just started shooting. Hey, thank God for the Capitol Police.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Listen, if the thing is, they handled this a lot better than fucking goddamn the government did, like on January 6th, because they just immediately went, oh, there's one fucking dude showing up? Nah, get the guys with the fucking assault rifles, like, send them out, like, hey, do you think that any of these cops might become fucking Kamen Riders?
Well,
I
you know,
yeah. What do you thought of these two characters that they keep showing, right?
That
they place a lot of screen time.
Well,
on.
the fact that that and the fact that they're just the ones where you can see their faces, right?
Yeah.
There's
what are you talking about?
Yeah. You think the other characters are stormtroopers or something?
No, impossible, right? Sure.
Yeah.
No. So basically, Fua is his name. I think they reveal it, right?
Yeah,
Fua. He's like, start shooting them. I don't care. Yeah, shoot anyone, right? If it moves, it's a robot.
I will say, I rewatching this, like, in the way that we are now, when they first show up and they just have, like, I'm gonna say, in quotes, the helmets on, they look like they are terrorists with, like, they look like they are hostages with bags on their heads. If you go back to...
Yeah, watch it.
Is it, like, 1250 or something? 1249? You see them, and they're just sitting there, and I get that they're supposed to be, like, tactical helmets. They look like they have two people, like, kidnapped, in their fucking, like, van. But yeah, anyway, they just start blasting. But yeah, anyway, these two characters that don't have masks over their heads, a very brave stance for 2019, just start fucking going off. And everything's on fire, everything is bad, and it's all going bad. Sad amusement park man is just like, I just wanted to make a happy amusement park. But luckily the sex bot is here. I gotta say, look, there's a lot to be said about, like, the
excuse me.
Not the romantic interest, but, like, the female protagonists of Kamen Rider series. And I hate having to use her name is so grammatically problematic. But anyway, is like, I get why people fetishize her so much, but, like, boy, you guys gotta calm down. Like, just, she's just a person. Well, it depends on your like, how you identify life, but, like, just calm down, guys. Like, chill.
I guess they went down.
Chill.
They went down bad, huh? They were down bad.
I mean, they've been. It could be worse, but it's just like, she's literally like a secretary. Like, it's the most, like, she's a secretary with, like, buckled knees and, like, weird heels and, like, well, according to that one guy in Girl Gun Lady, she has short hair, so 5 out of 10.
Oh my god, Jesus.
But like, there's all, like, I will say, for as much as she is an integral part, it's not. I'm actually glad that there's never, like, a point where it becomes like, yeah, she's a sex robot. Like, she's not, like, it doesn't become like there's never a romantic thing between them, really. Like, it's mostly just like, it's almost like, I mean, it's they're friends, but it's almost like they're siblings in the fact of, like, she was sent to help him and he cares about her, like, so much because she's she does so much to help him and like take care of him. Like, but people are people, and Rule 34 exists. So it's just like, yeah. Anyway, Aruto equips the Zero-One driver and gets all of the world's knowledge.
Yeah. Hey, look, some would say he was offered 2 choices, right?
Yeah, some would say that he's resurrected. Some would say that he's resurrected, that he suffers a resurrection.
Right? And it's a revolution for him, right?
Yeah.
To become a Kamen Rider.
Or right? I don't remember what the third one was? Did we not say that?
No. So basically, after he reloads into a Kamen Rider.
Oh, there, thank you. Reloaded, yeah.
Yes, anyway, he learns how to use the Kamen Rider. He becomes alright, he says, alright, I'm gonna do the tutorial, learn all about this Kamen Rider shit.
Hey, just like Gundam, he jumps in there and decides to read the user manual before fighting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, just like Gundam.
It's something to look forward to, I suppose. The main character.
You promised me. You promised me.
Meanwhile, cutting to Fuwa and Yaiba. Right, those are those characters. I don't know if they established that, but I don't fucking remember at this point.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's Fuwa. No,
they say Fuwa. They say Fuwa's name. He shoots in the general direction of Yaiba. That's pretty fucked up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, never point a gun, right? Don't point a gun at someone. Don't point a taser thinking it's a gun at someone, Yeah,
right? That's definitely a thing. But like, if someone's about to get attacked, maybe just say move or duck and then shoot. Like, hey, standard protocol. Like, maybe don't just shoot so close that it could pass through the hair of your coworker and like
or
then shoot the robot,
right? Because
but she's honestly, the thing is, like, I think Yaiba is kind of established to be more of like she's the IT for this little like police squad, which is really sad when you think about it. But it's like she's basically without really revealing too much, basically the AIMS unit, right? Which also, hey, they have a gun. Also, again, hey, if there were other, rider belts that were maybe like a gun. Hey, remember when you asked if there was a rider belt that was a gun?
Yeah.
Or if there was a weapon that was a gun? Yeah. I immediately
that looks like you can insert something into it.
But you literally said that in Saber, like when we got to fucking whatever sounding man, Tetsuo, Kaneda, fucking I was just like, oh wait, we literally just did that. We literally just had a fucking... Like, it's different... Like, Tetsuo's thing is like, oh, it's a sword that can become a gun. This is literally just a gun. It's literally just a gun. And when if you go to, like, the next... I think it's the next episode or the episode after that. But, another Kamen Rider will be revealed. And the gun will be used for that. And if... Whatever you think the gun... The way that they use the gun will be, it's probably not what you think it's going to be. This is not a Persona game.
Okay.
But like, fuck. Fuck, I'm so fucked up about the stupid gun shit. Fuck.
Anyway.
Oh, no, what I was gonna say... No, what I was gonna... Wait. What I was gonna say about AIMS, though, is it's essentially the same thing as, like, if Amazon, like, had its own line of fucking, like weaponry and it rented it out to, like DC police.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, really. And then they left a representative to be like, hey, this is how you should use our Amazon products.
Oh my god.
Listen, they're coming to Alexandria at some point. Hey, if I just keep misinforming people about where I am, I'll just keep making it more and more hard to decipher. Alexandria. That's where Amazon's gonna be.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, though. But like
Yeah.
But
hey,
yeah.
So Aruto summons a giant grasshopper
Yeah,
that's
hey,
actually
the-
physical
just jumps the
within
fuck
the
Yeah. Oh, it is a real thing to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is my big ass fucking stand, and I'm going to wear it like a fucking suit. Honestly, in Zero-One, it really I've been thinking about this with I don't know if either of you watched Guyver, like
Yeah, I don't know about Guyver.
Yeah,
but
not really,
the
not
like
really.
2003 2006 anime.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a really great scene that I remember where like he transforms like in the middle of like basically the equivalent of like a Denny's or like a diner or something.
Okay.
And he just uses that as like the transformation sequence blows a hole through the fucking wall so that he can escape.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's pretty cool. But also like you know, a lot of times with transformation sequences, you don't really think about like, oh, hey, these are just graphics, whatever, flying around, and that's like, nah, this is like a whole thing. Like, it'll fight you if you try to like get near him, and that's exactly what the fuck it is with like Zero-One for all of the riders in Zero-One. Like, it gets. I'm thinking, I think Vulcan is probably Austin like the most like ridiculous, right? Where it's like basically an entire zoo like shows up.
Yeah.
It just like goes, hey, fuck off, hey, there's everything, the animals, they're attacking me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Aruto transferred to Kamen Rider Zero-One. Like I said, so this season went back to the basics with Kamen Rider suit design. As you see, this suit is very simplified, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no flashy bits. There's like no extra bits, right? Like what you see in, right? Like if you were to watch something like Saber or Revice right now, like this suit is there's like 2 color tones and then highlights, right?
Yeah, it's very.
But also, even then, right? Like going back to about it being like Ichigo, Zero-One is supposed to be, reminiscent of Ichigo. So it's like it's a green, technically, like, but it's highlighter green, right? It's like it's going after like it's reformatting that original Kamen Rider like look.
It's like if you were to watch Iron Man in like the 1980s, and
yeah,
watch MCU Iron Man, you'd be like, oh
yeah,
that looks way better, you know?
Yeah,
it's like
that is basically it. Yeah.
So it's a really clean suit. Yeah, so he fights. You know, he does his kick, he does his right. Oh, turns out he's fast. He can jump.
Oh, big jump.
Power.
Yeah, I can't. Hey, Samurai Jack, I don't fly. I just jump real good.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, look, a jump to the sky turns into a rider kick. All right.
Yeah.
That was
boy.
a thing. Huh?
The there's a really stylistic bit to Zero-One that I think is honestly I can't think of another Kamen Rider series that does it as stylistically as Zero-One has. Like the whole frame that they do, and it's part of like, well, actually, I guess it does it? Oh no, yeah, the rising impact thing. Yeah, they don't really do that, I think, in any other Kamen Rider. Like, no. I can't think of any other Kamen Rider where they did that, and it was just like, again, going off to the initial reaction that came from Zero-One. It was just, oh, that's kind of, you know what? That's kind of cool. Hey, I like that. I don't necessarily need that to happen for all of my Kamen Rider series for the rest of time, but it's interesting that they did that for this one. And it's like, it turns into this, it really accentuates, the rider kick, and that's, I think it was a really good artistic choice of just going like, hey, this whole big thing, and we're blasting all the letters at you, and boom, 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 framing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, then also, and then at some point, Ginger shoots another robot in the head. By the way,
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
he does that.
Yeah.
No, I think I was most shocked about, but yes.
Yeah. Hey, look, these are robots. They don't have feelings. They don't have lives. You know, they're not gonna go back to a family, right? I'm just gonna shoot this.
Yeah,
robot
they
in the
don't
head.
have lives. If they die, they're just. Hey, we can just reboot them, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Sure.
We can bring them back, right?
Yeah.
Everything will
That's
be
how
okay,
robots
right?
work.
If they die, it'll be fine, right?
Yes, I think.
Don't kill my robots, right?
Okay. Well,
It'll be fine.
Yeah. So Aruto defeats the robot and everything, right? He does his cool finisher move, right? Right, and then meanwhile, Aim Squad is just shooting random robots in a back alley. I like how fucking they're just in a back alley, right? Like a Universal Hollywood backlot tour. In comparison to where the rest of the theme park is really funny. Now that I realize it, right? Like they're like nowhere. You don't even see the theme park set location anywhere where they're at. So it has to. They're definitely like the back alley behind the theme park.
Yeah, they were.
Which
They
is
were
really
somewhere.
funny.
That's certainly true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my God.
So anyway, yeah. Then Jen is like, we did it. Our plan didn't work, right?
Yeah, it didn't at all. But I mean, it's beginning. Also, actually, now that I think on it, because the thing is, I wanted to mention it, like since we're around this point anyway. What I wanted to know is, did he sprain his ankle or not?
I mean, he's tripped. He basically.
Yeah, but like the way they had him trip was like it felt.
I mean, it
painful,
did not look fun. It did not look fun.
Yeah.
It did not look fun.
And it's just like later on, it's like walking normally. Like, I thought you were.
Hey, the power of a rider suit is very strong.
Yeah, even though you supposedly dislocate your fucking like ankle when you.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. This is not a Kamen Rider thing. The reason I wear boots so much is because when I work landscaping, I would fucking like roll my ankle so much, and I gotta just wear my boots all the time because I don't want to fucking like. Yeah. I don't want to be like on the ground crying. Like that's just this is like that's just what it is. Like listen, rider fucking hey the absolute ankle support that the absolute muscle support that a rider suit gives, impeccable. You'll never get anything better than that. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's fair. But
yeah.
And then meanwhile, people just walk out this theme park like nothing happened, right?
It's like you had like a kid.
Everyone just walking like, boy, what a great terrorist attack that was! What a great stage show that was that we all witnessed. Well, time to go home.
It's just like
right, like everyone just walking out like they just finished watching a fucking stage play.
No, yeah, like I thought like everyone would be gone, but there's like still a group, and there's the kids like, will the amusement park be closed now?
It's like, okay.
And then
I guess we're just gonna ignore the fact that the park was attacked by robot terrorists and that there was a robot uprising all of a sudden.
I'm gonna assume like it's touched upon in the next episode, but like you think people will be more freaked out like by like the fact that there's robots that they have everywhere suddenly in an uprising. I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure they're not gonna ignore it. It's gonna be addressed next episode. But I swear to God, I thought like there was gonna be a scene where like there are people still running out and then like people like literally ducking away from other human gears, right? This is what we're calling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gonna get, like, see for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's just a the tone of this scene, it makes no fucking sense in comparison to
Listen,
what was
hey, everybody made it out okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, right? Look, the only lives lost were robots, and robots aren't real people, so they don't deserve any rights, right? And it's not
they're not real people, you don't have to cry tears about them, they're not real people.
That's right. And it doesn't influence their way of thinking, right? No one's gonna start asking for robot rights, or create an army of robots to fight for robot rights, or declare a race war against the human race for robot rights, None of that's gonna happen, right?
No, never, not ever. Listen, hey, you leave your politics at home. Listen, we're here to tell it like it is. These robots, they're not people.
Leave your politics at home, he said.
Jeez. But then Aruto once again did not read the fine print, Turns out, hey, if you use the driver, might as well be a president now. So there you go.
Yeah, hey. No. Yeah. Never hey, no recount, no steal.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Aruto's president now, right? There you go. Right?
Yeah, I accept the responsibility thrust upon me. I am now going into the supernatural aid. I don't know. Fuck, man. Like, I'm looking at this fucking diagram. Where's the refusal to call to go into?
Okay, are you still at the hero's journey thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The road of trials. Where's the part where somebody shows up and is way cooler than you? Like, where's the part where somebody shows up and actively makes their whole gimmick the part where they say, "I don't ever want to give you the satisfaction of laughing at your jokes."
Yeah. So that's it. That's this episode. That's how Kamen Rider Zero-One ends.
But hey, it's a pretty good start, at least from what I'm seeing. So
It really, again, I think that if we're really going at like Kamen Rider Zero-One about stuff, it's like it had so much promise. It really delivered on it. I'd say 90-85% of the way through. It just got hit by an unfortunate timing of like fucking acts of God, essentially. Like the fucking like the pandemic. Those 5 like, because the honest thing is there's so much. Saber's a bad example, but I guess since you've been keeping up with Revice, it's like you can pack a lot into like one episode of like a show, and imagine 5 episodes of that being taken out of it and like having to be used to just like fill time because they don't have anything else to do. And it's like it could have been better, but it managed to sort of, much like Aruto in this episode, it killed the bad guy, but it might have tripped, stumbled, but when it, at the end of the day, did it walk away? Fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Man, if that ain't foreshadowing, I don't know what is, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will say, it also suffers from the eternal Kamen Rider issue of like, hey, here's a movie and like 75 other like random fucking things that are like various media afterwards to tell you various points of epilogues of like, hey, do you want the full story? Well, you're gonna have to find all of this DLC all over the place, like,
right. But that's more or less due to the fact that it was due to pandemic that they really had to make them, right. It was.
I mean, was it? I mean, the new stuff, stuff
right,
with like
that was, all that stuff was made post pandemic, so it has to assume they did. Right? It's not like with Saber where you go in and say, "Oh yeah, but here's 50 projects announced."
No. No. Saber is the anomaly. I don't consider Saber like the standard. I'm just saying, like, if you like, Gaim is also like this, where it's like, as much as I love Gaim, it's like there's a bunch of fucking like after series like stage plays and fucking like,
right, but usually like I said, it's what we always like. Well, like it's not normal for Kamen Rider to get that many expansive media, right? Like, you only get expansive media if you're popular enough, right? And for Zero-One, it was people like Zero-One to the point where like, they were like, hey,
but for some reason they went all out on Saber.
Yeah, because they went and thinking to Saber, this is gonna make a killing, right?
It's just like and
I ended up being right, because the problem is Zero-One didn't go into the idea with expansive media until it finished, until you realize, hey, people wants to know what's up, wants to know what happens after the story, right? So here's some more movies for Zero-One. What's this character up to? Are they still terrorists? Did they fix the boat? Right, but it was not like Saber where they went in like, all right, we're gonna make everyone watch all these stupid fucking side bits, right, in order for them to get the full story. Like, right, because if you watch Zero-One by itself, it's pretty much a self-contained story, right? Like, to the point where you don't have to watch the side media enough to, right? Because if you watch Zero-One from start to finish, it's pretty much good, with the exception of the last episode, which is used as a tie-in to the movie, right? But you pretty much get the entire Zero-One story within the TV show. Unlike Saber, where you have to watch all the fucking side bits that they made. Be like, hey, here's the full story, right?
It was pretty egregious with fucking Saber. And again, going back to just like comparing, again, it was like this is supposed to be like the start of a new era. This is the because they made it so fucking like predominant in the marketing of like this is the Reiwa era Kamen Rider. And it was like just to really like hammer it down again, because like you and Austin started this shit on fucking Saber, and the reason I jumped in was because I went, I don't know what's happening. What? We have been doing so well for so long. We did one good season. We've been, like, there's other good seasons. I don't know how we can go from, like, a 90%, 95% audience rating to this man is kicking a fucking fire hydrant for no fucking reason, like shit. And I was just like, I need to rant about this because this doesn't make any fucking sense. And now here I am, stuck on this shit.
Well, don't know what to do about
that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. You're here too.
Well, yeah, I'm here.
Hey. My plan?
Yeah.
I'm over a year into it.
God.
I've succeeded.
Really, are you still bringing that up? Are you really? You know what? There is a multiverse parallel somewhere where you failed multiple times, and I'll take that.
Yeah, but see you're right, and I understand that you've been studying the multiverse for the last few. Austin, based off your analysis, how many weeks has it been since William started studying the multiverse?
Disappeared for us after Kamen Rider Revised Episode 6. I actually looked at the recording.
So it's been about 10 weeks! 10 weeks since William jumped into the multiverse. So I think my plan's been going pretty well. But now I need you back.
Okay.
And so you will be.
Okay, you know what?
William.
Fine. I'm officially back. This is the part where I say, yeah, I
that's
think
right.
I'm back.
That's right.
Yeah.
So in order for everyone to get the full story of Kamen Rider Revised review, they have to watch the spin-off media explaining your return. Alright, that's how we're ending this episode.
We cannot address it other than saying, as we said in the Zero-One episode.
The boosters are thing now. Okay, thanks, bye.